Apparently somebody around here has been predicting over the last few seasons that Man United are going to finish outside the top four. Care to shed any light on that, Paul, and whether or not that might be the same again this year?
Yeah, I've heard that said. I don't buy that. I think they're actually favourites this season. Very slight favourites because there are question marks. Principally the goalkeeper. Obviously David De Gea comes in, good reputation, seems to have all the technical skills, but he's a young guy. We don't know how he's going to take to English football or the pressure of being at Man United. We know that people like Ben Foster and Tim Howard, who are good, solid goalkeepers, haven't been able to deal with that. Defensively, other than that, they look very solid. Obviously, they've reinforced with Phil Jones, which means that they've got an obvious backup central defensive duo to Vidic and Ferdinand with Jones and Smalling. Right back, the Silva brothers both look really good there. So even the losses of John O'Shea and Wes Brown might not hit them too hard. There's still question marks about their midfield, central midfield in particular. They don't have a huge amount of creativity there. That may change before the season starts. I mean, obviously we know they've been linked with Nasri and Sneijder and Eriksson and people like that, and maybe they will go for one of them. Darren Fletcher looks like he's not going to be fit for the start of the season, and that showed itself in important games last year. Liverpool, for example, really bullied them at Anfield, and in big games against the likes of Liverpool, City could do that to them. That could be a factor. So it would be interesting to see who he will play in central midfield. Elsewhere, he's got a huge array of options, obviously, with Nani, Valencia, who will be fit from the start of the season, of course, and up front they've got that brilliant strike partnership between Rooney and Hernandez, which just looks really exciting. And of course, their big summer signing is Ashley Young. A lot of debate as to where he'll fit into the team. Does it mean Nani will lose his place? With Ferguson, you never know, because he rotates and chops and changes on a regular basis. One thing he certainly will bring, you imagine, is set-piece prowess. He delivers the ball really well, which is something that United have actually lacked over last seasons. And with you can see him getting a lot of assists, both for Vidic, who's their main target from corners, but also for the likes of Hernandez, who anticipates things so well. His movement is incredible, and him just getting a jump on defenders and getting on the end of Ashley Young's good deliveries. You can see that happening a lot.
With Scholes gone and Giggs presumably going to figure a little bit less, is there something in the flavour and the makeup of the team that they're going to lack some of that winning experience that goes back through the years?
They lacked creativity in the centre of the pitch last season as well, but what they do consistently is they always put balls in the right areas, whether it's from the wings. They have a good solid, reliable method to fall back on when the off-the-cuff stuff isn't necessarily working, which is something like Arsenal, for example, often don't have. So I think that won't be a problem for them.
So we're agreed they're not going to finish outside the top four this year, but probably going to be top.
That's a ludicrous suggestion, and top of the league, I'll say.